23rd, 2025, and this is the place and time of the Ada County Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. We extend our welcome to those of you who are here with us today and anyone that potentially could join online. I'll begin with a roll call of the commissioners. Commissioner Birch.
Here.
Commissioner Blitman.
Here.
Commissioner Wickstrom. Here. Commissioner Colson.
Here.
Commissioner Murphy.
Here.
Commissioner Rowley.
Here.
I'm Commissioner Scott, and I'll be conducting this meeting. Since this is a different meeting, I'm going to forego all of the pomp and circumstance of all the rules and stuff, and decorum, I think, will be all right for today. But if we do have anyone that does come online, just let me know, or anyone shows up, we'll go ahead and allow them to speak and whatnot. So for now, we'll go ahead and move on to the new business. The item is item number 202501857-CPA-ZOA. This is Ada County, and we look to Ms. Dupuy for the staff report.
On the right.
Folks there from commission use permits.
They're from the cities, so,
So nobody showing up.
yeah. No, it's,
Well, good evening, commissioners. I hope you're ready for the Stacy show tonight. Since I'm all you get.
you to go on vacation after this?
Yeah, you don't get to see me very often, and now you're going to get sick of me, so. So the first item for tonight's agenda is project number 2025-1857 CPA-ZOA, which is for a comprehensive plan map and text amendment and zoning ordinance amendments, which you guys don't actually review. It's Title IX, which goes to the board, but it's included in the application. So this project is, again, a comprehensive plan map and text amendment to adopt the City of Boise Comprehensive Plan and future land use map as adopted by Ada County on July 10, 2024 to establish the Boise area, or to reestablish the Boise area of impact. Idaho State Statute 67-6526 regarding areas of impact went into effect in July of 2025 this year, which requires cities to reestablish their areas of impact within the county by December 31st, 2025. The City of Boise amended their future land use map on September 9, 2025 by resolution number RES-464-25, which is an updated date from what you had in your staff report. It just came to me a couple days ago, so I apologize for that. But the City of Boise did submit their request on September 2nd, and this map here is what they adopted, which was on August 26th, but the area of impact was changed on that other date. So that was a little confusing. Sorry about that. So the modified area of city impact for Boise is shown here in the darker blue outline, and the Boise city limits is shown in light blue. This proposed area of impact includes the removal of 128 parcels located near the South Cloverdale Road between Lake Hazel and Columbia Road. So it's kind of in that bottom southwest corner. It also includes some areas that it was a removal of a 5-acre parcel on Amity, which is, I don't know if you can see it on this one. It's a very small parcel. It was on 112-504 West Amity, which is actually being adopted into Meridian's area of impact, so you'll see that again later. It includes a bunch of 596 acres near Micron and the Williamson River Ranch subdivision, which was an agreement with the City of Eagle, with other couple of minor removals and additions. So, as outlined in the findings of fact, conclusions of law, and shown here, all necessary procedural processes have been completed as required. Obviously, we transmitted to all outside agencies. All of the property owners that were affected by this are required to be notified by mail, and that was done on September 30th. Our public service announcement went out October 14th, and of course, our two legal notices were published in the Idaho Press on the 4th and 18th. So as part of this new code update for 67-6526, again, notice to affected property owners is one of those requirements, which we just stated has been done. And then there was also criteria to establish or modify or confirm the area of impact. And those are outlined in your findings of fact documents of how those the comprehensive plans and, maps meet these criteria that are outlined here. As far as the Ada County Comprehensive Plan goes, we do have these 3 goals that encourage us to keep updates of all of our sister cities' comprehensive plans. The goals help us to just state that, supporting land use and development policies of the other comprehensive plans helps the county. And obviously, updating and adopting the amendment to the future land use maps for the cities helps ensure that land decisions made by Ada County are in line with what that city's vision for the area is. So there were only 4 written responses on this application. There were no concerns, and the only real comment was that the Boise Public Works Department referenced their 2017 sewer extension impact agreement, or extension policy, sorry. And with that, staff recommends approval, or the commission recommend approval to the Board of County Commissioners, and I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Dupuy. Do any commissioners have questions for staff?
Go ahead.
Mr. Wickstrom.
These are shot in the dark, they're not just, it's more for information, but those 500 acres that are close to Micron, is that going to include the new Micron construction that's going on out there?
Yeah, almost 600 acres, and I believe the construction that's currently going on is already within the city limits, but they extended, if I can show it out on the map. They went further to the east and a little bit south of Columbia Road is where those large parcels were located. And I'm not doing very good here with the map, I apologize. Trying to find Micron.
I thought it was that lower, it's not that lower red
This,
patch right
if this
there.
area, it
Yeah.
could be this area, yeah.
There's-
That's probably it. It's hard to read on this map, I apologize.
Okay.
So, and then there was this additional parcel that was also included as part of that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Blitman?
Do you know the why behind the parcels that are in South, that were removed, that were in South Boise?
Oh, whoops, going the wrong way again. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Bittman, I do not know the reasoning behind that. I can guess, but without actual participation of that, I don't have an honest answer for you.
Okay. We just get a lot of projects in that area. So.
Any additional questions from the commission? All right. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this item?
Commissioners, nobody signed up in the back for any of the items so far, and we currently have nobody online.
Okay. All right, and since obviously there's going to be no rebuttal because it's you guys as applicant, is there any additional comments or anything that need to be made or any additional items that need to be entered in the record?
I will include this exhibit, or the presentation is exhibit number 16, I believe.
Okay.
So it will be added to the record.
All right, with that being said, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing portion for this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion for or against.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Murphy?
based on the findings and fact and conclusion of law contained herein, the commission recommends approval of project number 202501857-CPA-ZOA to the board.
Thank you, Commissioner Murphy. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Colson has seconded. Commissioner Murphy, do you want to speak on your motion?
Thanks, Mr. Chair. Yeah, I've reviewed all of them, and this one seems actually the most simple and straightforward. They made a couple deals with Eagle up in the north west area. They made a deal with Meridian, and it seems fairly straightforward, that's all.
Okay, Commissioner Colson?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Anybody else have any additional comments? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Murphy's motion, say aye.
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 Also say aye. All those opposed? All right, motion is carried unanimously. We'll move on to the next item of new business, which is 2025-01858, CPA-ZOA Ada County, and once again, Ms. Dupuy. This, for those of you that may not have it on your screen, this one's from Meridian.
All right. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This project is item number 2025-01858, CPA-ZOA, and again is for comprehensive plan map text amendment and zoning ordinance amendment. Once again, this is a comprehensive plan map and text amendment for the City of Meridian Comprehensive Plan and Future Land Use Map as amended on August 12, 2025 to reestablish the Meridian Area of Impact. We have gone over Idaho State statute, but I can go through that again. We are required by the end of December to reestablish all areas of impact with the cities within the county by the end of the year. The City of Meridian adopted an amendment to their comprehensive plan by resolution number 25-2532, approving the amended Meridian Area of Impact boundary as represented on Meridian's future land use map dated August 12, 2025. The modified area of impact for the City of Meridian is shown here in the darker red outline, and the Meridian city limits is shown in light red. The proposed area of impact includes the removal of 507.34 acres, which is shown in this slide out in the southwest boundary area, and added that 5-acre parcel off of Amity Road, which is, it's a little easier to see on this map. It's this little bump out right there with the arrow. And again, as outlined in the findings of fact, conclusions of law, we did transmit to all applicable agencies on September 22nd. Our public service announcement went out on October 14th. All of the affected property owners were notified on September 30th, and our legal notices were sent out on October 4th and 18th. And again, we do have in the findings of fact, conclusions of law document included in your packets, how the City of Meridian has met all of the criteria regarding State Code 67-6526. And again, it meets our comprehensive plans with our cities in our county, and using their goals, their land use decisions, their future land use maps, and helping us make those coordinated decisions on applications that come in. So there were 4 written responses received, and there were no objections or concerns on any of these responses. And again, staff recommends approval, or recommends the commission to recommend approval to the Board of County Commissioners for project number 2025-01858-CPA-ZOA.
Thank you. Do any of the commissioners have questions for staff?
Take a look.
No, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Murphy?
Thank you. Hi, how you doing? I guess this question might extend to all of them, but specifically, are there any overlap concerns or boundary disputes between any of these? Because I know everybody's kind of doing them fast and together, and they've been in contact.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, we actually have cleaned up the overlaps, and specifically some overlap. You'll see it more with, when I present for Eagle, that showing that they reduced theirs out of the city Meridian area of impact. Star and Eagle also worked out their agreement, and theirs have been, that overlap has been corrected, and so again, it's kind of mentioned in both of those
Okay.
presentations. And then Boise and Eagle did theirs a couple years ago,
years
so
ago.
they're all good.
Okay, cool. And then one more question. The 2-mile rule. So currently, nothing extends past the city limits 2 miles. That's in their AOI, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, it is 2 miles. However, the new laws, there was the stipulation of like being 300 feet, and now it is actually the extent of the property. So
Right.
if it's a very large parcel and it does, go beyond that 2 miles, then obviously it can be included in that
If
area.
it
of
cuts a
impact.
large property in half, it just
Correct.
connects the whole property.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any additional questions? Commissioner Rowley?
Just a quick question on the reduction in the area of impact by 500 acres and change in Meridian. What was the cause of that?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rowley, actually, the city of Meridian is here, and they could probably attest to that question, because again, they don't really have to explain their reasoning to us, but they are here and
Mr. Chairman.
could potentially answer that question.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rowley, if I could respond.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that reduction is in response to the state code change, which requires the boundary to be within 2 miles of city limits. So that's the area that they pulled back to comply with state law.
Thank you.
Any additional questions?
Presentation, just hit stop share so that the recording,
I'm just going to give room. All right.
it's something they're doing on their end.
All right, so there's no more questions. Is there anyone in the audience that wants to speak to this item? All right. That being said, is there any additional things that you need to add, Ms. Dupuy, for us?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, I'll add this presentation as exhibit number 17 for this application.
Okay, thank you. That being said, I'll go ahead and close the public testimony portion of this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion in favor or against, and we'll discuss. Commissioner Blipman?
Based on the findings of fact and conclusions of law contained therein, the commission recommends approval of project, I move that the commission recommends approval of project number 2025-01858-CPA-ZOA to the board.
Thank you, Commissioner Blipman. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Wickstrom has seconded. Commissioner Blipman, do you want to speak on your motion?
Just good job, Stacy. And you answered our questions, so it's good to get these cleaned up.
Commissioner Wickstrom?
Yeah, it covers all the components. Easy cover.
All right. Anyone else have any comments they'd like to make? All right. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Blipman's motion, say aye.
Aye.
Say aye. Those opposed, say no. The motion is passed unanimously. Thank you, everyone involved in that one. We'll go ahead and move on to the next item of new business. That's item 2025-01859-CPA-ZOA Ada County. This one will once again turn over to Ms. Dupuy. This is for the city of Star.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I apologize. We're having to do a little bit of
No worries.
here on the computer in between, so thanks for your patience. So this application is for project number 2025-01859-CPA-ZOA, and it is for the comprehensive plan map and text amendment and zoning ordinance amendment, and it is for the city of Star. There we go. This project is for a comprehensive plan map and text amendment to modify and reestablish the City of Star's area of impact, and it is to adopt the City of Star's comprehensive plan and future land use map as amended June 7th of 2022. The STAR Area of Impact Boundary Map was further updated on July 22nd of 2025. Again, state statute requires us to update these impact areas by the end of December. The city of STAR adopted an amendment to their comprehensive plan and future land use map on June 7th of 2022. And again, did a further update to their area of impact boundary on July 22nd of 2025. The modified area of impact for the city of STAR is shown in the red hash line area, and the city STAR limits are shown in blue. I will tell you that they did reduce this from the Gem County property line to around the Chaparral Road line. It not very good with showing street name or street numbers out there, but just so you know, to the north, that's about where it's at. As part of the approved update to the area of impact, adjustments have been made between the city of STAR and city of Eagle. This is an example shown on here. This is the area east of State Highway 16 and along both sides of State Highway 44, State Street. As you may remember, there's always been some crossing of the future land use maps in those areas. They did since resolve that, and so these boundaries are going to be current with both cities. And again, as to procedural items, almost the same notification timeframes. Agency transmittal, September 22nd. Property owners were notified by mail September 30th. Public service announcement, October 14th, and our legal notices on October 4th and October 18th. And again, findings of fact for the city area of impact are shown in your findings of fact, conclusions of law document, which address all of these 7 requirements to amend their area of impact. And again, we have the same goals because as with all of our cities, we want to be in coordination with their future land use maps, their comprehensive plans, and of course, their areas of impact. We only received 1 written response on this application, and there was no objection or concerns. And again, staff would the commission recommend approval to the Board of County Commissioners for project number 2025-01859-CPA-COA. I stand for any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Dupuy. Do we have any questions for staff? Commissioner Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Dupuy, so I think also in the state law, it says something that new AOIs should include areas only if they're planning on being annexed within the next 5 years. Is that also correct?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, that is correct.
And so the big chunk of land to the north, that is all planning on being annexed within the next 5 years, in their mind, I guess?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, it is my understanding that the city of STAR does currently have a very large application for annexation that does contain a considerable amount of land north of their current city limits. So yes, it would put them in that area.
And Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we do have the mayor of STAR here that can answer questions as well.
Thank you, Ms. Dupuy.
Any additional questions? All right, seeing none, does anyone have any business they want to come up and address with regard to this item in the audience?
Just, Mr. Chair, only if you have questions.
Okay, yeah, all right. All right, with that being said, do we have anything additionally that you'd like to add, Ms. Dupuy?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'll add this presentation as Exhibit 16 for this application. Thank you.
All right. With that being said, I'll go ahead and close the public testimony portion of this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion in favor or against, and we'll discuss. Or I can do it. I'll go ahead and do it. All right, based on the unless you want to do it.
Wickstrom's ready.
All right, you're good to go. Go for it. Commissioner Wickstrom.
I don't know if I feel appropriate, I know the mayor, but I could be
Oh,
objective.
okay.
Based on the findings of fact, conclusions of law contained herein, the commission recommends approval of project number 2025-01859-CPA-ZOA to the board.
Thank you, Commissioner Wickstrom. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Commissioner Blitman is seconded. Commissioner Wickstrom, do you want to speak on your motion?
Just, again, it covers the components that are necessary in the plan, so that are required.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Blitman, do you have anything to add? Anyone else have anything they want to add?
But I live in the unincorporated, but I am familiar with the mayor.
All right, with that being said, we'll go ahead and move to a vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Wickstrom's motion, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Seeing none, the motion carries unanimously. Thank you, everyone involved in that one. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 2025-01861-CPA-ZOA, Ada County. This one is for Eagle, and we'll go ahead and look to Ms. Dupuy for the staff report.
Oh, it's not, sure.
It'll show up on here, but it won't show up on.
Okay,
So I think those
Sorry.
are already in. Yeah.
Sorry, it's confusing.
okay. When it popped up, I thought maybe we were good to go this time.
But I'll ask.
All right.
Is that a question that only, obviously, she's not going to know?
Yeah, that's like.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, thank you. I hope you appreciate, I did try to do at least different colors and different little things to
Different formats.
lighten this up a little bit. For project number 2025-01861, CPA-ZOA, it is a comprehensive plan map and text amendment and zoning ordinance amendment for the city of Eagle. Come on, there we go. This project is to reestablish the City of Eagle's area of impact and to adopt the City of Eagle Comprehensive Plan and Future Land Use Map as amended November 14, 2017, and the Eagle Area of Impact Boundary Map dated September 10, 2025. So again, in accordance with Idaho State Code 67-6526, requiring we reestablish cities within our county jurisdiction by December 31st, the City of Eagle has adopted an amendment to their comprehensive plan and future land use map of November 14, 2017. And the City of Eagle approved an update to their area of impact boundary on September 10, 2025. The modified area of impact for the City of Eagle is shown here in the black and brown dotted lines. I mean, it kind of looks like brown along the top because of the boundary, but anyway. And the Eagle city limits is shown in yellow. This proposed area of impact includes boundary adjustments, again, between the City of Eagle and City of Star that were overlapping as previously discussed in the City of Star presentation. Eagle also has removed an area that has been in the City of Meridian's area of impact, which is shown on the right side of the screen. The picture on the left side of the screen gives you a broader picture of properties that were either added or removed from the proposed City of Eagle area of impact. As outlined in the findings of fact, conclusions of laws, we show here and as to the procedural processes. Again, September 30th, property owners were notified. October 14th, public service announcements. October 4th and 18th, legal notices. And of course, the September 22nd was the agency transmittal dates. And as required, the findings of fact, conclusions law document includes all of the criteria outlined in State Code 67-6526, meeting the criteria for establishing, modifying, and confirming the area of impact. Our comprehensive plan goals obviously include or are compliant with these proceedings. These goals support updating comprehensive plans in coordination with cities and other entities, supporting land use and development policies in adopted comprehensive plans. And as there has been significant growth and change within the City of Eagle, Eagle's current comprehensive plan, future land use map, and area of impact will more accurately reflect the current conditions and future goals of the city. So we're kind of excited about that. There was only one written response received, and there was no objection or concern. And staff recommends to the board of, to the commissioners, to the board, to approval to the board of, county, it's been a long day, I'm sorry. So yes, we recommend, the commission recommend approval to the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you. For project number 2025-01861-CPA-ZOA. And I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Dupuy. Do any of you have any questions for staff? Commissioner Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Dupuy, it looks like Eagle sent their new AOI up to Gem, over to 16 and over to 15 and everything in between, pretty much. That's kind of the, it seems
Mr.
like,
Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, that pretty much is it. As you can see, their city limits currently already extend again to over 15 and across into Gem County and into Boise County, I believe. And so, again, I mean, there is a lot of open area. And a lot of it is foothill area, and it's kind of hard to retract that out of a boundary area. So while some of this may be close to that 2-mile limit, it is still within their planning areas. So we are looking at it that way.
okay, and then kind of a follow-up. And then also, with the new AOI, it had, again, I'm going to repeat myself, plans have to be made to annex within the next 5 years, roughly. And I know there's a lot of building going on up there, so I have no doubt that they're going to, annex some stuff up there. But there's a little enclave north of Beacon Light there that already has, for decades, well-established homes that don't require city services. They're on, in other words, they're on well, they're on, septic and all that kind of stuff. I find it hard to believe that that area would be annexed, seeing as how it's already well established. How does that play in your mind? Just curious.
Sure. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy. Again, this is a planning tool. They are pretty close to city services. Yes, they are on septic and wells. And as I talked to a number of people in these areas over the last few weeks, this is a long-term planning, and to say that that's going to happen in, annexation in 5, 10, even 20 years is probably, you're right, not going to happen in those small areas. But again, to take pockets out around those small pocket areas, and again, there may be a property owner in that, as you call it, the enclave area, that does want to do something, or something happens with his well or sewer, or it could happen 40 years from now. Again, it is a long-range planning, like our comprehensive plans and everything like that. So we do not say, well, the likelihood within 5 years, because it is still within that 2-mile limit of city services. So it's meeting that criteria as well. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Commissioner Wickstrom, did you have a question?
In the, get to it quick. In the findings of fact, there was, in the annexation likelihood, there's, in page 4G, that the AOI includes areas that are likely to be annexed by the city of Meridian within the next 5 years. So being aware of that, the city of Eagle seems to be, they're okay with that, and they know that this is likely to happen, that that they have in their AOI a property or parcels that are going to be annexed by Meridian. That's not it's a,
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Wickman, did I get a typo in there?
well, that's what I was wondering too, we got a typo. It's G.
I would
it's
say
page
yes,
4.
that is probably a typo.
It's supposed to be city of Eagle?
It is supposed to be the city of Eagle.
it says City of Meridian,
yep.
okay.
Again, writing all of these up, sometimes my fingers get faster than my brain, or one or the other way around, so I might have just had a call from one or the other and ended up getting a typo. So if you give me that
It's-
page number,
it's
I will
page-
make,
Page 4 in the
Okay.
findings, letter G, annexation likelihood.
okay.
We don't have to do anything with that, do we? We don't have to say amend it or anything, or is it just going to be kind of?
Just-
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, just a typo, Scrivener error. She can address that between this body and the county commissioners.
I see, okay.
Thank you.
Finding that, good.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any additional questions? Commissioner Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One other question, and this may be outside of the purview of this board or group, but just when AOIs get extended around existing neighborhoods that have been county previous, or I think, isn't there a rule or a law that indicates that these new former previous county lands that are now in a city AOI need representation on that city's P and Z board somehow? But do you know about that?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, I am not aware of any state law that requires that.
Okay,
I
thank you.
don't.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, I think you are correct that there is some language, and that's why, on our, that's why, the cities will have representatives who are in the impact area on their planning zoning commissions. You'll find that across all the cities.
And if I may, so that means they should add a member to the P and Z because of their city P and Z, because the current members are already representing their areas?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Murphy, I don't know if it necessarily means they'll add somebody because they probably already have a representative or two on their planning zoning commission that already are outside of city limits in the impact area that already exists. So it may not mean they're going to add more just because they're.
Thank you.
Any additional questions? All right. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this item? No, I do have
A couple of people online from the city of Eagle, but I believe they're only for if you have questions for them.
Okay.
We are having some technical difficulties with one of them, though, so they can't
But-
hear what's being said.
Okay, so but we're sure they're just here for, if we have questions, it's not like,
That's what I believe, yes.
okay. All right. With that being said, I'll go ahead, Ms. Dupuy, did you want to add, excuse me, anything, excuse me, anything?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'll add the presentation as number 14 for this application.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and close the record, close the public hearing, public testimony. Man, we're on fire today. Public testimony for this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion in favor or against, and we'll discuss. Commissioner Rowley.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move to recommend approval of file number 2025-01861-CPA-ZOA to the Board of County Commissioners based on the findings of fact and the conclusions of law in the staff report and the lack of opposition testimony in tonight's hearing.
Thank you, Commissioner Rowley. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Blitman has seconded. Commissioner Rowley, do you want to speak on your motion?
Nothing really to add. Looks like they had followed all the statutes required for this modification.
Thank you, Commissioner Blitman. Do you have anything? All right, anybody else have any comments? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Rowley's motion say aye.
Aye.
Also say aye. All those opposed say no. Seeing none, the motion carries unanimously. And we'll go ahead and move on to, excuse me, go ahead and move on to our other business now. We have item number 202002317-CU-MSP. This is Sunrock Corporation. And again, for
Are you
Mr.
going on vacation tomorrow, Stacy, since you have all of these?
I wish,
Yeah.
until after I get done with the board.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, thank you for your patience through all of that. So we have a few more repetitive applications. So this item now is project number 2022. Oh, I flipped too many, sorry. Here we go. 2020-02317 CUMSP. It is for a 2.5-year review of a pit minor query. And applicant is Sunrock Corporation. Ada County requires any pit minor query that is approved for more than a 5-year period time to have a review after 2.5 years of being in production. This project was approved in December of 2020, so we're a little beyond 2.5 years, but we're still making it. I think they maybe there was some, I don't know, extenuating circumstances. Anyway, this is an expansion to an existing rock pit mine and was approved to allow rock crushing operation and a concrete batch plant and an asphalt plant. The expansion consisted of an additional 163.3 acres to total 283.3 acres and was approved for 25 years. The project site is on the southeast corner of West Amex Lane and Pleasant Valley Road. As shown here, the majority of surrounding properties is either vacant land or other pit mines or quarries. The site plan was approved. The site plan as shown here, there we go, was approved, shows the phasing plan and locations of allowed buildings, staging, and way areas. The following are pictures taken during the review inspections. Right here is the entrance into the pit, and then looking from outside of the pit into over their operation on the east side of the roadway. And I'll tell you what, that is a busy place. Lots and lots of trucks going in and out of there. Here we've got some signage, just it is for like telling trucks where to go, what the speed limit is, what CB channel to get to contact certain people. So just kind of an interesting informational sign within the layout of the pit. Other sign is just kind of showing where the routes and trucks are coming in and out of. And then we have some of the equipment being used and the different sand piles with the really fine sand and different levels of sand and rock that goes on from there. So with the review, the following agencies responded. None of them had any concerns on this project, but it was a good turnout at least. So staff recommends approval of project 2020-02317 CUMSP review. And I stand for any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Dupuy. Do we have any questions from staff? Commissioner Blitman?
I'm just wondering, you didn't give us findings, so what are we supposed to have a motion to approve the approval? Or like, what do we do?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Blitman, you guys are the approval body for this, and there is a signing page at the end of past the exhibits.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Somebody else was already on it.
All right, any additional questions? Commissioner Birch?
Yeah, this is not a question specific to this one, but to all of them. Is there a record of complaints by the public of the operations of these facilities, so we would know if any one of these was a bad actor and that they have complaint after complaint where we would go, no. On the basis of that, we're not going to approve the extension of the conditional use permit.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Birch. Actually, Director Beck may be able to answer this more correctly, but it's my understanding that the complaints that we get would be noted in our COBRA files. And going through the files, I did not have any on at least the 3 applications that we have in front of us. And again, if there are others complaining to outside agencies, which is why we transmit the review to outside agencies, they would be letting us know of those concerns.
Thank you.
Commissioner Rowley?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a similar question. Mr. Beck, maybe you can answer this. Aside from complaints, is there any kind of regular inspections that are done on these? And this would apply to the next 3 here, over that 5-year time period, once they're granted that conditional use? Because there's a whole lot of stipulations originally, especially environmental. And I just, out of curiosity, wonder if there's any kind of check-ins, inspections that are done along the way.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rowley, I would say it is primarily would be complaint driven. If we get a notice from somebody who works there or somebody who drives by or whatnot, we will check it out at that point. Typically, there's no surprise inspection for these, and we kind of rely on these reviews to kind of bring anything to light.
Thank you.
Any additional questions? I just have one quick question. Do we notice the same way? Like, do we put the signs up and stuff the same way as we do for a new project? So people are aware that this is coming back?
Yeah, Mr. Commissioner, see, my throat's getting dry, my apologies. We do not, as these are not public hearing items per se. I mean, these are reviews that are initiated by the county. We notify the owners or applicants that it is taking place, but as it's not technically a public hearing, we do not.
See, okay. Yeah, thank you. Anything else? All right. I'll go ahead. Anyone in the audience? There's only the mayor's here, so. That being said, I'll go ahead and close the public testimony for this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a vote in favor, or for a motion.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Murphy.
Based upon the evidence contained in the record hearing of the testimony or lack thereof from the public meeting, I move the commission approve the review for project number 202-002317-CU-MSP.
Thank you, Commissioner Murphy. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Colson has seconded. Commissioner Murphy, do you want to speak on your motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, it's a simple review. There's been no citizen complaints to speak of. They're doing their thing, and so it seems fairly straightforward.
Commissioner Colson, do you have anything?
This seems pretty cut and dry.
Okay. Any additional comments?
Mr. Commissioner, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go
Nope.
ahead. Yeah, no worries.
I thought you were asking me, and I was going to give you the exhibit number, so
No, no,
I'm
yeah,
jumping
go ahead.
ahead. My apologies.
I forgot to ask you actually before we did our thing here. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and put that on the record so that the recorder.
So- Okay, thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Apologies again. This presentation will be as exhibit number 13 for this application.
Okay, thank you. All right, although, we'll go ahead and bring this to a vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Murphy's motion, say aye.
Aye.
Those say aye, all those opposed say no. And the motion carries unanimously. We'll go ahead and move on to our other item number 2, which is 2022-00215-CU-MSP. And this is Lure Construction Incorporated. And Mr. Pui again.
Yes, thank you again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Project number 2022-00215 CU MSP is again for a 2.5-year review of a pit miner query. Ada County requires this 2.5-year period when any pit miner query has been approved for more than 5 years. This project was approved in May of 2022. It was approved to allow mining, rock crushing, screening, processing, and stockpiling of sand and gravel products. The site consists of 113.2 acres and was approved for 20 years. This project site is located on the northeast corner of Blacks Creek Road and Black Knife Lane. And as you can see, surrounding properties include mostly vacant land and just 1 or 2 other pit mines or quarries in the area. The following pictures show, the master site plan, I skipped ahead. It shows basically their extraction area, and then they do have a weighing and other staging areas along the one side of the pit. These pictures are driving into and from the driveway of the site. The pit is pretty much down below, so from the roadway, I was kind of trying to show that it is very obscure. You can't really see anything from the roadway. And then also, kind of environmentally, they do have and I forget what they're called, but the berms, and then the material that helps keep, the dirt and sliding and vegetation and stuff from, being washed away and stuff. So that was along the roadway abutting the pit. So as far as the review, we had 3 agency responses. Idaho Department of Environmental Quality kind of sent out their standard letter saying, be aware of air quality, wastewater, recycled water, drinking water, surface water, solid waste, hazardous waste, groundwater contamination, et cetera. They did not have anything specific to the site, so staff is not recommending any additional comments. Idaho Department of Fish and Game, again, provide general comments on buffering and landscaping plantings. However, the site already has buffering and the gravel pit, between the gravel pit and roadway, staff is not recommending any additional conditions on that. And Idaho Department of Transportation did not have any concerns. So staff recommends approval of project number 2022-00215-CU MSP review.
Thank you, Mr. Pui. Do we have any questions for staff? Commissioner Wickstrom?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the overhead, is that a fairly recent picture of it? Because it looks like it's not even being mined. The one we show in our report.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's across the road, you can see, yes, to the west, there's that, but the actual part in red is, like it's not even really being touched yet.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Wickman. Unfortunately, we don't have all of the 2024 aerials yet, so it was a 2022, which was when it was approved. So you're right, there isn't an updated aerial as yet.
They are.
But they are, yes, they are doing
Actively
some.
mining that area. Okay.
There wasn't a whole lot yet, honestly, but, but there is some being done. So, but yeah, I just didn't have the latest aerial, unfortunately.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any additional questions? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak? No. All right. Did you want to add anything?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, I'll add this as Exhibit 9 to the project. Thank you.
No worries. All righty. With that being said, I'll go ahead and close the public testimony portion of this item, and I'll look to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion in favor or against. All right, I'll go ahead and do it just to move along.
Got it up.
Oh, you got it? Okay, go ahead, Commissioner
Mr.
Blitman.
Chairman, I move that based on the evidence contained in the record therein and testimony from the public hearing, I move that the commission approves the review for project number 2022-00215-CU MSP.
Thank you, Commissioner Blitman.
I'll second.
Commissioner Wickstrom has seconded. Commissioner Blitman, you want to speak on your motion?
No, it looks like we don't have any public comments, and I would expect there to be public comments if there was a problem.
Commissioner Wickstrom?
Yes. They seem to be doing everything right out there, so, and it's not being used very much, it seems, but continue on.
Sounds good. Anybody else have any additional comments? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and move to a vote. All those in favor of Commissioner Blitman's motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. We'll go ahead and move on to the final item of the evening, which is item number 2022-00849-CU-MSP, and this is Gerhard Borbonis. Ms. Dupuy has the staff report.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Yes, this project number 2022-0849-CU MSP is for the Table Rock Quarry, and it is for, it was approved as a previous use and to continue being in use. So project number 2022-00849 was approved in June of '22. The project was a continuation of an existing rock quarry, which was project number 0214-CU and 02-11-MSP. It consists of 40 acres. The approval was for 30 years. And again, we're following Ada County Code with doing the review after 2.5 years once it's been approved. So this is an aerial of the site, and it is generally located at the end of East Table Rock Road. You can note the parcel. So the surrounding area, and again, I believe this may be the 2022 map instead of 2024, because we are limited on that. But there is some development by the city of Boise, as you can tell, which honestly, when I was up there, I thought it was more to the east, but the map shows it's to the south. So I potentially got turned around, I'm not sure. But otherwise, it is a lot of open, just rangeland area surrounding it. So this is the site plan, I believe, that may have been originally submitted, but it is still being utilized today. They do have a number of rock staging areas. The existing quarry where they go in and blast and then mine, dig out the rocks and stuff is still being utilized. It was a very interesting piece of property, I can tell you that. So this is, the images you see here are obviously the entrance to the mine, and you do have to be escorted up there to get through the gate if you're in a vehicle. You'll see the ADA parking stall that was required as part of the application. Again, these are kind of the images facing east or southeast within the city of Boise. And then you've got the cell towers that's kind of off to the south-southwest of the actual pit. Here's some inside the quarry. Again, this is a really interesting place, but you can see the walls where they go in and they set their dynamite and do their little explosions, and then they get these all sizes of rocks, but some of these rocks are just huge and very cool looking. But they also have a natural spring in there that they have wildlife come through every night to drink from, and so they said, talking about how they have animal prints and stuff along the floor of it. So just a little extra information, sorry. And as you can see, the bird's also kind of like one of the walls that's within the quarry itself. So, and then this last picture is just as you're driving up the road, and it kind of just shows another of a sandstone ridge on the outside of the pit. So the following agencies responded to the transmittal request. Again, Idaho Department of Environmental Quality commented with the same letter regarding air quality, wastewater, recycled water, drinking water, surface water, solid waste, hazardous waste, groundwater contamination, and did not have any specific conditions to this application, so staff, again, is not recommending any additional conditions. Idaho Department of Fish and Game had no concerns. And with that, staff recommends approval of project number 2022-0849-CU-MSP for review.
Thank you, Mr. Dupuy. Do we have any questions for staff from the commissioners?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Rowley?
just one question. Did I hear you correct? It's a 30-year conditional use permit for this quarry?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rowley, yes, they did approve it for 30 years. It's already been in operation, I believe, for almost 40 years. And they probably, honestly, when they were talking, they said it could probably go for another 20 or 30 years after this approval. That's just how, it takes a lot of time for them to do what they do, but they're still within that original 40 acres of when they first started.
Thank you.
Any additional questions? Seeing none, does anyone in the audience want to speak on this? Nope. All right, Ms. Dupuy, do you have any additional comments for this?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. This presentation will be exhibit number 7 for this application.
All right, thank you. With that being said, I'll go ahead and close the public testimony portion of this item, and I'll open it up to one of my fellow commissioners for a motion in favor or against.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Wickstrom?
Mr. Chairman, I move based on the evidence contained in the record here and the testimony from the public meeting, the commission approves the review of project number 2022-00849-CU-MSP.
All right, thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Birch is seconded. Commissioner Wickstrom, do you want to speak on your motion?
It's been there a long time and no complaints from anybody, so it's doing the right thing.
All right. Commissioner Birch, do you have any comments?
Straightforward, nothing to add.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments? Nope. Thank you very much, Ms. Dupuy. You've been outstanding this evening. Well, for what seems like probably a long bunch of weeks to get this together for a rather quick meeting. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and move, excuse me, we'll take a vote on this. All those in favor of Commissioner Wickstrom's motion, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The motion carries unanimously. All right, that is the end of our normal business. I do need someone to please make a motion for the minutes for the October 9th hearing to approve them.
I wasn't here, so I'll recuse myself.
All right, yeah, it would have to be
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Murphy.
I was also not here, so I will abstain.
I move that we approve the minutes for October 9th.
Commissioner Colson has moved to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
Go ahead.
Second.
I wasn't.
Commissioner
I was-
Rowley?
I was going to recuse myself.
Yeah, it's just the four of us. So Commissioner Rowley seconded. All right, all those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
So say aye. All those opposed, say no. All right. And that is it. We'll go ahead and review the Board of County Commissioners meeting from the 22nd.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioners, real quick review. Last night, the commissioners had one item on their agenda. Like your first four items, they were considering the City of Cuna's area of impact renewal, which you saw, a few weeks back, where the city essentially was removing a chunk of property along Pleasant Valley Road. So the board considered that, asked similar questions about compliance with state code, and ultimately decided to approve the city's request. So they now comply with the state code requirement to renew their impact area by the end of the calendar year. And that was the only item that they took up.
Any questions?
Why was theirs different than the other four that we heard tonight? Why did it go straight to the commission?
So, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Rowley, it did come to this body first. We received their request a little bit earlier than some of the other cities, so we're able to get it into the process a little bit quicker.
When it was at
Oh, came to this body September 11th.
Well, that's why I was gone.
Does the city of Garden City also submit one, or?
So, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, excellent question. City of Garden City, once the new law came into effect, they submitted a request to just maintain their current impact area boundary. No desire to make any changes, no requirement from state law to change it. So.
All righty. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.